It is a peaceful, beautiful Sunday night, but the air is thick and it is humid. I went out tonight, guys. I went out today and I slept 3 hours in the middle of the day, and I never do that. I rarely do that. Top speed reviews. Hello, hello. Doing okay. I want to talk about a couple of things. Hard to believe. I shouldn't be that shocked. I shouldn't be that shocked. Something I didn't mention yesterday or the day before. Yesterday and the day before with GrubHub, the customer left a note. I now work at a Ford dealership. I started in a few. That's great. You love cars. You keep up with that channel. That'll be your second job. That will become a main, an extra, extra income. It will. Don't give up on that. Use your phone. Create 2 to 3 minute videos. Done. You know what you're doing, and you're young. Congratulations. I hope you succeed more than you thought you would. What is that? Just a very bad lighting and angle, guys. Congratulations. That's excellent. What town? My voice is echoing because it's really very peaceful over here where my last drop off. They discontinued the Focus. Well, the Focus, if I'm correct, and if you're old enough, wasn't that long. Yeah, I guess it was long ago when I got this car. It was one of the most sold cars for economy cars. They were selling like hotcakes. It's in the Chicago suburbs. Someone else is from Chicago. Is it Ricky? 2018. Well, I have the smaller one. Then they have a larger one. Wow. I wish I had a bigger place. I would keep it as a sidecar, for work. The bang-up car. The going through snow car. It's like a little muscle car. You have a good mechanic. This car is really made very well, and the number is high for accidents. They have a Fiesta and a Fusion. The Fusion's the one I'm thinking of. It's a heavy-made car. It really is. You take care of it, it'll last a long time. You take care of something and you don't get into an accident. You take care of your products, they do last a long time. They all start with F. Oh, Focus, Fiesta, Fusion. Is that weird? SUVs all start with E. Well, you know your stuff. Now, are you going to be a mechanic? Or are you going to be a salesperson or customer service? What are you doing that you got a job at Ford? Notifications about my website. I got to get over that hurdle this week. It's just, I'm going to talk about that too in a moment. Edge, Explorer, EcoSport, Escape, Expedition. That's very interesting. You're going to be a salesman. Oh, I wish you lived around here. My next car will buy it off of you then. I was thinking of getting a Chevy, my next car. But I'm going to drive this for one more winter. I'm going to put a few bucks into it at the end of September. And I'm not concerned about my car. I just want it to work and get me where I need to be. Oh, I never heard of the Flex. Congratulations, salesman. Wow. You're 18, 19? Sell this For $10,000, nobody's buying this car for $10,000. But good try. Nobody's going to buy this car for $2,000. $10,000. I probably, if I drive it another year, my last car, I drove it for 11 years. I sold it for $500. I made someone's life a little easier. And she was the only woman that knew how to drive a stick shift that called for the car. And I sold it to her. The woman was in tears. She needed a break. She got it. $20,000? What's $20,000? You're getting me confused. You're 18. Aloha, driver. Hello. How are you? Nice to see you. I've heard that name. No, my car's not going to be sold for $20,000. But good try. Try like 2 if I'm lucky. But I probably give someone a break that needs a break. I drove this car a long time, and I'm hoping that it stays in the condition. Sell it to someone for $1,000 and make their day. I really do believe when I do sell this car, it'll be a good, reliable car for someone who takes care of it. You take care of the engine, it lasts a long time. Now I think you're just pulling my leg. Are you pulling my leg? Yeah, now you are. Guys, I'm here to share something with you. Twice. Yesterday and the day before. Now you're really pulling my leg. But congratulations. I hope you succeed and make a lot of sales. Being a salesperson's hard. I would think so on that level. You really got to know the industry, and it sounds like you do. It's going all right. I went out earlier today. I only did a handful, and I slept half the day away. I did. I just said, I went home, and I even shut off the music and TV. I needed silence. I have to, I'll talk about that in a moment. But I want to tell you, too, yesterday and the day before, when I got to someone's house, they left a note. Please call when arrive. And when I went to go call, GrubHub tells me I have to call customer care, and they'll call the customer. Now, has anyone else how to do that? I mean, I got lucky. The customer came out really fast. But that's 5 minutes when you get there. Did that happen to anyone else? Yeah, there's a little chips here and there. Realistically, you're right. But I'll probably do a solid to someone if they're good people. That sometimes you need a break. We'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself. Look how dirty my back window is. When I get home, I'm taking water, and I even cleaned it, and it's more foggy and foggy and foggy. They're doing a lot of construction around my home. So that's something I wanted to discuss with GrubHub. I was like, why? Why do I have to call customer care? Why do we need a middleman? Why can't I just press the button and call the customer? So that happened yesterday and today. Yesterday and the day before. Now get this. I accepted a Taco Bell order from that one in Merrick because nobody was around. I got the apps off now. I'm done. And I didn't plan on staying out this late. I'm really grateful I did. And I went to deliver it in Freeport, my own town. And when I got there, I had to call the customer. So I called and it worked, and I was shocked. And the customer gets on. He goes, "Who is this?" Because I didn't order any food. And I'm at the gate. It was a gated community at the very end of Freeport. Like, what? So I had to call up GrubHub, and they called, and then they called me back. They put me on hold, and they got right back on, like, within 3 minutes. The woman was really nice, and she was like, well, I'm going to email the person. You mind waiting 5 to 10 minutes? I was like, well, I already accepted another order, and I did. And she apologized for wasting my time, and we know your time's valuable. And I just clicked delivered, and I left. I'm at the gate. The gate person, there's a person at the gate, security. I was like, I don't know who that is. She gave me, I mean, she was kind of rude, really. I was like, oh, I do deliver here regularly, ma'am. And I never saw her before. And I said, I'm really sorry to bother you. And she just closed the door like, what are you doing here? You know, it's only 10:40 and that's a job. Again, that's your job. You chose to be here. I don't know what the chip on the shoulder was. I've delivered to that location many times. You're not happy? Fix it. So, of course, I picked up at that Taco Bell and they paid me. It was 8 and change. It was really easy. And customer was nowhere to be found. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. The guy was like, what are you talking about? I didn't order any food. Okay. All right. Hey, what's going on, No Limitation Rideshare? I started watching you and then I didn't watch the latest video yet. I have to watch that. I saw the title. You made a video about that woman that needed help and you wanted to put together something properly without, you know, doing it right. I will get there. Hello, Caramel King. So I guess that's the bad luck charm. When I walked in, the guy was like, the food's right here. I was like, why should I miss out? I'm rethinking that. I really like Merrick. And why should I miss out because someone has a bad attitude? You're not doing me a favor. I'm just doing a job. And when I think about it, when I deliver a little bit each day, I make $100 a week from that Taco Bell. I don't want to ruin that. Nice local pickup and drop-offs. And then I topped it off with a Merrick Burger King and I delivered it to Freeport right here. And I just shut off the apps. I know it didn't work during the day today, but I noticed this week it was harder to make money, guys. And UberEats definitely lowered their pay. I'm not happy about that. Oh, I'll be checking it out. If not tonight, tomorrow when I'm out and about. I'm really happy you put that together. I'm very curious. So I wanted to share that. I don't know what's up with GrubHub that I needed to call customer service to contact a customer that left a note saying, call me when you get here. That was very strange. I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget it. Just a little quick note. All week long, when I click arrived, I had somebody, I went into an apartment building, and when I got up there, she was like, I didn't receive any notification. I didn't even know that you were here. I was like, oh, well, I showed her the phone. I said, I did click arrived. She was like, pfft. I said, well, that's GrubHub's app. She's not the first to say that. Again, GrubHub, their business model is falling apart. And oh, there was one more thing. I didn't write down everything. Well, UberEats is paying very low. I picked up an order in Freeport Diner, and delivered it all the way down to the other side of Freeport, and that would always be just over $5. You know, in the same town. It was $4.82, and I was like, oh, Uber, we need waiter to come on in and start trouble up. That's what we need. Make more competition. So the food delivery app gig jobs are forced to pay a little more if they want people out in the field. Now, Uber sent a notification out. I didn't check to see what time yet, but I saw it quickly on the texting. They're going to give a $6 bonus, but I got to check when this week. I have to change my game plan this week. I can't keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not getting where I want to be, and I got to take action in a different way. Oh, isn't this pretty? Isn't that pretty? I'm in front of a nursery. Isn't that pretty? It's beautiful. What did you say here? You know what? Yeah, they pay more on these apps, but caramel, not this week. I noticed it yesterday too. It's lower. It's low. We need to see payout before we accept on all apps. I happen to agree with that. A lot of people have turned down the lowball ones. Oh, we're coming down from a full moon. That's good, you're right. That's a good one. I saw that yesterday. It was just weird. It seems like it's harder. And probably because I'm getting tired of doing it all the time, but I'm going to change my schedule. No, I don't do DoorDash. DoorDash screwed me. And I stopped doing them. And why work for a company that comes out and says right out, we take your tips. Everyone says it. They play very unfair. They're in the news every day. If I had a choice, I'd rather work for the other companies. It seems like DoorDash is always in the news for bad stuff. They don't care who's out there. I never finished watching that video about the guy stabbing the restaurant worker. Paid to Drive did a video review of that. I've just been scattered. And then he went and did the delivery. Like, what? I wonder whatever happened with that. I gotta go back. It's hard to stay on top of everything. I think it is. So starting tomorrow, I do my best work in the morning. I'm gonna stay home in the morning. Work online. I got to get over that last hurdle. I got to finish that first page and say, that's the route I'm going to go down. Once I build an example, I can branch out and do other things. But I have to build the example first. Then I'm going to go to the gym. I'll shower, do whatever. I have stuff to do at home too. And I'm going to swipe online about 3:30 and see if the kids are kicking in with the school and get some mid-afternoon, very local deliveries. And I know there's a little bit of traffic, but if you keep me in Freeport and Baldwin, America, I'll do it. I'm going to change my schedule this week. I really don't want to be at night. I know it's easier at night. I really don't want to be out at night more than once a week anymore. It's time to really force the change. The transition must begin. This is Atlantic Nursery. It's a very popular, very good nursery. I just got my hours cut in half, so I'm going to start driving more. What were you doing, oh, Aloha driver? What do you mean? Damn. I'm very sorry to hear that. Because they're cutting pay as much as they can, these food app gigs. And today, it really wasn't a regular Sunday that I went home and I napped. I was like, I'm not feeling it. I was grateful I had a few in the early of the day. I only hit $90, I think 92 and change. That's not good. And I'm ending it on this note, alive on the way home, and I'm going home. What's he do? Hey, J-Dub. Hello, Jennifer. I love that name, J-Dub. I work for a security company. I'm sorry to hear you got your hours cut. Are you a full-timer or a full-timer with benefits or a part-timer? I get it. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, text, emails, missed calls. Oh, you get it. I mean, it's so... I have to change my schedule this week because I'm never going to update all my skills, my skills to LinkedIn and open up an Indeed account and start. I'm never going to get there. So I'm going to change my hours and I'm going to do it. I'm going to work in the morning because I'm good for the first 3 hours. I'm at my best in front of the computer. I'm bright-eyed, I just wake up. I'm ready to rock. I can't wait to get online. But then I'm going to go to the gym every day. Come home, shower, get ready, turn on those apps about 3 o'clock and stay very local and just do very local deliveries and end the day on an early note. Enough. And then start working on my place, like do a little bit each night. I got a lot, but I gotta do it. Hey, but I did a full-timer. They don't want to pay you overtime. I'll get to you in a moment, Jennifer. They don't want to pay you overtime, right? Aloha driver. They're just giving you enough hours that you're a full-timer, but you can't make any real significant money if you decide to work 60 hours a week or 50 hours a week. I'm very sorry to hear that. That's the name of the game, guys. That's why now I'm part-time, so I have to motivate myself. Did you lose your insurance? I'm used to paying my own health insurance, and I'm really happy I went down that route. It was a smart move. Nothing wrong with paying it a la carte if you can afford it. Did you lose your insurance? Health insurance. Unless they didn't offer health insurance. You'll get to me. It's a good song. Too bad I can't leave it on long. I don't like a lot of rock and roll either. This is a good oldie. It's a beautiful song. I have got it. Oh, down to 20. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing this week. I know I want to get a job doing something in that industry and be on the book someplace eventually. But I have no regrets that I'm building a solid foundation of residual income that'll work in the background while I live the rest of my life. It was the smartest thing I ever did. But tomorrow I got to start a new game plan. This delivering early in the day and then coming home in the afternoon, and I'm trying to squeeze in the gym. I said, that's not working for me. And then I get home around 3 or 4 and I don't want to work online. I like to work online the first few hours of the day. I'm not what I used to be. See, I used to be in front of the computer a lot when I was teaching myself years ago. I was much younger, had a lot of stamina. But now, I didn't know what I was doing then. Now I know what I'm doing, and I don't have the stamina to stay on a computer for 10 hours. I used to. Wow, look at that. Woo, look at that. Damn, that's nice too. It's new. That's hard to pull that. Now I want to read. Well, I'm very sorry. That's why you got to plan. A little residual income in the background is good for everybody, everyone. And I'm getting there with my other channel, guys. Internet, education, one-on-one YouTube channel. Get over that learning curve. Give yourself financial security. Thank you, Jennifer. I saw that. I went there tonight because I knew it was almost a $9 payout. I went down the street and I dropped it off over here. And of course, nobody was around and claimed they never ordered the food. I found it very strange, but they paid me. I said, why should I miss out on that? I like being in Merrick. I want to own a house in Merrick someday on the water. I would love that. Damn, Aloha driver. Very sorry to hear that. Thankfully. Yeah. A lot more companies are doing that. That's why you can't put all your eggs in one basket. It's not worth it because your life can change like that. And then you have nothing. And the people you worked for will still have a ton of stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. Got to keep hustling. See you soon. All right, go make a lot of money, and I'll be watching your video, and I'll give it a shout out. I will. I'll get there. Got 1,000 views overnight. That's pretty cool. And this guy, No Limitation Rideshare, guys, he's doing his whole business on 2 cell phones. He's doing it all from cell phones. Talk about mobile business. That's incredible. I'm happy I went through the hardest part already. I don't know what's to come, but in my opinion, the hardest part is over. Here's something else to tell you. Kind of off topic, but it's kind of cheery and it's good. What's awesome? Thanks, guys. I'll get through. Oh, yeah, that is awesome. Off the 2 phones. Oh, yeah. He's really getting good at it. It's hard to do stuff on the phone. Pete's been doing that, too. It's hard. There's a learning curve. Got to have several streams of income to survive these days. You know, I don't need to turn into a billionaire, but it's true. If you lost your job, it's nice to know there's a backup plan of a few streams of income coming in. I'll never be broke again. And that's something I used to panic if I sensed it was time to leave a job when I was in the restaurant business. I used to panic because if I didn't have a job, I didn't have any money. And I'm happy I woke up and I saw things in a different light. Best thing I ever did for myself. Best thing I ever did for myself. Much love, homie. Thank you, No Limitation Rideshare. You're welcome. The other night, I had cable years ago, guys, and I had basic cable. I'm just not someone who needs more than, 30 or 40 channels. And then something happened. I got basic cable for it was like 30 or 40 bucks a month for years. Then something happened and they jacked it up, so I canceled it. They were like, you're not going to get any TV. I said, yeah, I know. And I started streaming TV on my computer. I was going through a little change. And then my family gave me their username and passwords. And that lasted for years. Now, on Safari, on Google Chrome, I tried them all. My iPad, my laptop, they're saying you're not authorized to watch this channel. You don't have access. And I lived without the news for a couple of weeks. I was watching it on YouTube, but replay. I'm not going to park there. I decided to get YouTube TV. You get 70 channels. It's $49.95 a month. I don't think there's any tax, and I'll find out. I don't believe there is. And you get 70 channels, and you can stream it from your computer, like I was doing. And I have the Roku. Wow, these spots are so tight. I'll go in that one. Jeez. And I have the Roku remote. I'm going to watch some videos this week. I got something else to learn. But once you learn it, and I'm going to watch live television through YouTube TV. It's tv.youtube.com television. Pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. I already browsed a little bit on the computer, but I want to set it up properly and use it with the remote control and the television, that I don't have to stream it from the computer. Sorry for the light, but it's the way it's got to be. That's weird. It's humid. It's humid. It's gross. So I'll let you know how that works out. It's $49.95 a month, 70 channels, and you can add on stuff. But then I didn't browse that deep. And it has a DVR, so you can watch TV on any of your devices, which is great. And you can share it with a family member. So I'm going to see if I can share that with my mom. I'm not sure if she could use it at another place, but I'll find out. When I find out, I'll let her sign in on my account. I'm really excited. I haven't paid for television in a long time. I'm going to have 70 channels. Right now in my life, I'm watching a little more TV. I want to watch it live. I'm a little behind. I got tired of it, but I lived without for a long time. So I'll let you know how that works out. They already did. Hello, Seashell. What's going on? J-Dub, they already did. And that's why I couldn't believe it. I picked up at the Freeport Diner and I delivered it to the other side of town. And usually it's just over $5 for a delivery like that. It was $4.82. I was like, ooh, it's not even $5. Come on. I know I'm in my own town. It's only on the other side of town, but not even $5. Of course I got a tip. You know, I do good with Uber and tips, but not even $5. Come on, guys. That's what I mean. Waiters should break in and get everybody all competition for eager drivers, fair pay. They should. And wipe them all out. And that includes Postmates. They still paying their drivers real nasty. Well, good luck with that. No, it's not good. I'm not happy about it. I noticed it during the week. And I was like, this is not paying. I said it on one of my videos a few days ago. I was like, that would have been a $9 and change payout. Now it was like $7.50. And I went a few towns away with no traffic. That's what they're really seeing how far they can go, how little they can pay you and still make their billions of dollars. Which is ridiculous because you would think, somebody wrote on one of my videos, and I when I get on my desktop, I'll write down the name, said I'm working on an idea too to see if I can rid the middleman. And I'm really going to keep racking my brain because you never know what might come up in the future. It would be great if customers could just directly pay the restaurants and they just pick drivers. And like on a website, a driver will tap if they're available. You know, live. I'm available. I'm live. And the customer picks, and then the driver goes, you know, approved, accept. That's it. Go get the order. I wonder if something like that can happen. Somebody should develop that. Develop an app, develop a website. It's a great idea. Get rid of these apps. They're greedy. It'll help the local businesses, help the economy, and help create jobs. But you know, like the customer has to understand, how would pay come into play? That's the kicker. How would pay come into play? That's a lot to. That's probably why they keep lowering the pay, because they're losing so much money. Oh, glad to hear it, Seashell. All is well. Starts in only certain states. Oh my God. Well, it already started here, and I noticed the pay cut. If you have a good report, then the customer can place the order, call you direct. You pick it up, going to catch him out for it. If you have a good report, then the customer can place the order, call you direct. You can pick it up and going to catch him out for it. I don't know what that means. Shows drop off too. Beforehand. The card reader. Yeah, it's got to be something. That would be better for the restaurants, but also like a flat pay, like you're hiring a driver, like in the same town, like a flat rate, and a 20% tip added to every order, and that's fair. But a flat rate, like within miles, you go over the borderline into another town, then it's another flat rate. 2 towns over, another flat rate. 3 towns over, another flat rate. I wonder if something like that is possible. I don't know. Going to give you cash for it. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Well, the restaurants would be better off for it. Well, DoorDash was doing that, and they were screwing the drivers and taking the tips. They're going, oh, there's no fee to use us. We'll screw our drivers, and we'll keep the tips. It'll cover the cost that we would have charged you as a restaurant to do business with. We'll show exact pay plus pickup and drop off beforehand on Uber Eats. It started in your area. I didn't notice. I just clicked accept. I didn't see anything different. Well, that's what DoorDash did for a while in the beginning. I think they're still doing it. They're getting away with it. Something's going to give. There will be some kind of law put into place, guys, eventually throughout the years that these companies are going to have to abide by. You haven't worked them since Tuesday. That app is off the charts. I have to call them, and the customer's leaving a note. Call me. Oh my God. In these last 2 deliveries, I got really lucky. I picked them up in Merrick and I drove them to Freeport. They were worth the payout. They were over $8. Nobody was around. But whatever I make now, guys, is whatever I make. I'm not gonna. I paid off my home. Oh, that's in my account. It says it's paid in full. Now I just wait for the paperwork. That was something that got me a little messed up, but I got through it. And because I hustled, but now they're cutting the pay. They're giving you less and less. I might as well work online. Perfect those skills so I could get a real good high-paying job with 21st century skills. But see, this isn't bad, guys. The man that I spoke about in Taco Bell yesterday, I can only assume he's an American citizen. I can't say he's not. I don't know him. He was a stranger that I was speaking to kindly. He was so nice. An older gentleman looking to make some money. Excuse me. And we were talking, had a nice little conversation. I showed him Get Upside. He spoke about DoorDash. He spoke enough English. He was well dressed. He was soft spoken. The guy, and all he wanted was his food. He was like, I've been here a long time. They won't give me my food. And he was still so nice. Excuse me. I got an itch, guys. Excuse me. And my point is, he was such a pleasure that it creates a job for someone like him to earn a few extra bucks. For whatever reason, he's in his situation. But he was such a pleasure. Those are the kind of people that you want in the field. You don't want some kid with a bad attitude. I mean, I've spoken to people and they got this chip on their shoulder. Then they're dressed dirty. The cars are filthy. I've mentioned body odor, and I mean that. This guy was just taking his time, earning a few bucks, and he was telling me, and I was like, he was like, you're leaving? And I said, yes, I am. Maybe you won't do it, but I'll do it, sir. I said, I hope you make a lot of money. It was a real pleasure meeting you. And he said, thank you for the card that I gave him about Get Upside app. And then he asked me questions about GrubHub. He was doing DoorDash. So he's going to expand. But that's the kind of man you want in the field. Nice, pleasant. He had nice, his car was a little more new than mine. I forget what kind of car it was, but it was shiny, it was clean. He was doing his thing. I have to say, he didn't have a bag. But he was doing DoorDash. You know what? He didn't have a bag. But everything else about him was so nice. And he was so respectful to this bratty little kid that was giving him an attitude. And he still was kind and nice, where I said, I'm out of here. I'm not kissing your butt, kid. No way. You already wasted 10 minutes of my time. I'm hitting the road. Maybe you won't do it, sir, but I can do it. I'd be on frustrating. Yep, tomorrow. Okay, I'll keep an eye out. Chasing bags. Message retracted. Why? DoorDash doesn't do background checks. I've seen scary drivers working for them. And this guy was so nice. But he wasn't using a bag. Think about it. No, he wasn't. He looked at me when I walked in with my bag like, whoa. But it creates, all these apps create jobs that the higher ups, the people creating the jobs and the higher ups, they want to live that high profile lifestyle, make all that money, but you want a man like him in the field working for your app. That's the point I'm trying to make. You want a person like him, respectful, soft-spoken, pleasant, clean, dressed properly, nice car. It seems like they just want. Well, they don't care what's going on out there. They just want. More. Quantity over quality. But that eventually backfires in the long term. It does. So, somebody wrote a comment. A few people said I should get the name. And when I walked in tonight, I was eager to get the name, but the man was there. There's a nice gentleman. And he was like, here's your food right here. I think they were a little shocked that I was there. I will pay attention next time and see if there's a name tag on. I put it out there on YouTube with that title because I know there are social media moderators for companies. They always, browse around to make sure no one is damaging. It's damaging their business. It's a job. All huge corporations have that. Another job I'm perfectly qualified for. Always get bypassed. Don't know why. But I'm going to take more action soon. That whoever watches that video, they're going to know exactly what goes down. And that's why I said Merrick, Long Island. That's why I said what happened with the guy and how inappropriate she was. And a customer was going, excuse me, can I have a cup? Can I have a cup? The guy just wanted to be served fully, like full service done. He probably got his food and now he's begging for a cup. She just didn't want to take care of anybody. And it's not the first time. I put that out there for a reason because I know people are paying attention. And I know people are watching that I went to. It got so many dislikes. Well, only people that are watching in this area would dislike that. That knows what's going on. And I still do feel that man went there for that sole purpose. Very easy to trace someone, especially when they think you can really benefit them like this and do it for free. Do it for free. Make me a lot of money for free. No, thank you. Might not be aware of the situation. I will. Caitlin wrote a very nice comment. and guided me right. And I know all that already. But you try not to say anything because you don't want to interfere, because I'm just a delivery driver, but I get what you mean. I should inform a manager. Of course not. Oh God, I used to work with a lot of people like that. Of course not. And even in the restaurant business. Oh, no, you can't do that here in Long Island. Because once, and it was only a couple of months ago, this guy came in and he was bitching. And I was like, I had to put it together. I'm like, you're driving? He was like, well, I was at the drive-thru and they told me I had to come in. And I was like, well, you're supposed to come in. He goes, no, I go through the drive-thru. I don't come in to pick up food. I've never gone through the drive-thru unless the restaurant was closed, and sometimes like the drive-thru is open like an extra hour or two. That, like I just did a Burger King, and they're very nice to me there. I went to the drive-thru and I'm like, GrubHub, and they're like, oh, just drive around. But the doors were closed. The restaurant is closed. They're wrapping it up. The window's open for that extra hour. But our customers are her customers too. You're right. You're right. Can't disagree with that. No, I just, there's a lot of, like I said, scavengers out there. And, a lot of the stuff that lately I've been seeing out in the field, it shouldn't be allowed, and businesses should not be able to run and make that kind of money if they continue to let it happen. It just, I don't know what to say about that. I see the change. Because from January up until June, I made great money. And the first year I did it, I made great money. Now I'm like, I'm ready. It's just, like this week, my goal is to make $50 a day and not hurt myself and get everything I need to get done, because I really want to branch out and see what else. I need to put everything together. It takes a long time. I'm going to schedule tomorrow. So I'll be listening to videos the second half of the day when I'm out and about. I'm not going to wait till after dinner. I'm going to turn it on mid-afternoon so I don't have to stay out late and get what I need to get done online. Oh. The whole point of telling you why I'm changing my scheduling is because I'm taking advantage of opportunity. I've mentioned this before. Millionaire delivers Uber Eats. Look that up on YouTube. Because when Uber Eats first came out, this millionaire wanted to see what the opportunity was all about. And he got into his car and he got out there and he tried out the app. And he shares his knowledge and experience, and he talks to people who see opportunity to take advantage of what's going on with these apps. Hope I said that right. Check it out. Millionaire delivers Uber Eats. Tonight's the first night I worked 2 hours and made $64 with GrubHub off block, and I definitely will do it again. It's better than being on a block. Well, wow. How many times did you say no to get that $64 in 2 hours? Or did you just they were all high payouts? 2, 4, 6. That'd be $20 payouts in 2 hours, right? Or maybe you did 4 in 2 hours, 17 plus payouts. I had one high one today. It was 16 and change. And it was actually, now that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Let's go write everything down. I was halfway there. I delivered to a hospital that I'm familiar with, which is good. I know where to go. The woman was right outside in a moment. They sent me to a further Mike's New Jersey sub. You know what? Maybe they weren't open here. The one in Belmore is open till 9:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah, that could have been the only one open. That could have been the only one open. Sometimes that happens. You had a good 2 hours. Good for you. All great payouts. Well, there had to be. You did 3 in 2 hours. You made $64. Wouldn't it be nice if we all could do that? That would be really good. Wow, congratulations. Good for you. Just like any other job, some days are harder than others. Some days are easier than others. Right? Go Cowboys. Go Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys? Is that Dallas Cowboys, right? Well, okay, good for you. Go Cowboys. If that makes you happy. All 3 orders were large. Yup. Oh, okay. Get it. Yup. That's great. I never had something like that. Not like that. When I first did Uber Eats, I made kick-ass money. Nobody was doing it. I was one of the first in this area. I made a lot of money. That's over. I took advantage. Look up millionaire delivers Uber Eats. And just listen to the guy. It motivated me more. I had to listen to it again. I forget the exact title. But you'll find it. It'll populate. It'll populate. Sorry, Giants fans. You don't have to be sorry. Driver, and you're on blocks, and they only want you to make the minimum, which were, yeah, I know. Many other people have said that. That's what they do. I don't want to take blocks. They rang it today in the middle of the afternoon when I was laying down that blocks were available. I didn't even swipe it on. Yeah, no long waits with Uber Eats. Very rare that you wait with Uber Eats. That's for sure. Guys, my windows are so dirty. I'm going to clean. I bought paper towels, a little water. I'm going to put the radio on with the phone and clean my windows before I head up. My car's so filthy. They're doing so much construction around. I'm not just going to keep going to the car wash just because of a little dust. I'll hang in there until the end of the week. We're supposed to have in this area like a 10-day stretch of beautiful weather. So I'll wash my car the second half of the week. I can't City Chiefs won today also. City Chiefs. I don't know. Yes, I want to work smarter, not harder, of course. You always make more off blocks. City Chiefs. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's football. I guess. I bet that's why I got live TV. I might start watching things again. I think it's time I start watching a little more TV. They're putting the boots back on Monday for the Uber Eats. It's about time, because without the boosts, it doesn't pay anything, just like Postmates. Yup. I'll check it out. Now, if you hold on a moment, I'll check it out right now. Let me check something. They gave out notifications. I didn't read it. I'll be right back. They're giving in the morning tomorrow, 6 to 9 a.m., 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., 3 consecutive trips, a $6 bonus. So they're giving you $2 extra for each delivery. Tuesday, it's only from 6 to 8, 3 trips. But you might not get 3 trips in that 2-hour window. 3-hour window on a Monday, they probably need people out in the field. I'm not going to be doing it in the morning. I'm just going to make whatever I make on my new schedule so I can get ahead. They're putting the boost back on. I've been working with GrubHub for a year. Never worked off block till tonight. Oh, well, good luck. I hope that keeps up for you. I hope it continues to work that way to your benefit. Haven't had those in months. Well, I bet you it's because people are probably just annoyed. You're paying me less. Why should I go out and work? They need people out in the field. Without manpower, you know, people in the field, the higher ups wouldn't make their money. You know, everybody's good at something. It just, they probably think they're better than, many of them, not all. And I've heard that, which is sad. Higher ups not thinking that their staff is smart. It's insulting. And it's wrong. Because without that staff, you wouldn't have a successful business. And, you know, your business wouldn't be open. That's why I made that comment about that man. He'll never be higher up, but he was out doing the right thing to make an extra buck. And he was kind, and he was nice. He was soft-spoken. He was well-dressed. He had a nice car. And he was saying to me, they just won't give me the food. And he wasn't even complaining. He was just talking to me like, why won't they give me the food? Like, oh, man. Well, I'll make a statement. Don't worry. He was like, you're leaving? I said, yup, I sure am. Real pleasure to meet you, sir. Hope you make a lot of money. I can. Kansas City, huge market. Everywhere, lots of opportunity. Everywhere, east, north, south, west. It's all connected, and they send me everywhere. Oh, that's great. It'll start getting cold soon. You know, that's why I'm just going to take whatever I get this week. I was thinking, if I'm still doing this, I can't wait till like the end of October. Because then I see, in my opinion, I see a big change in more drivers in demand. It'll be busier. Summer's not over yet here. And I felt it this week. The couple of days I went for it, I was like, I'm not making the same money. And I don't want to do it all day. I got to take breaks in between. I got to do it. I'm not as young as I used to be. And I really have a passion to do something else. And I don't want it every day to go by and not do that passion, you know? Me too. I'm the same way. Like, I got the air on now. I'm annoyed. It's very humid and sticky and buggy. I'm on the South Shore. I find it humid tonight. Just like last night. I was like, God, I actually blew out my hair. You would never know it. I just, oh my God. And I sat in my apartment today. I took a nap. I just stopped. And I had the air on and the windows closed. I was like, is it over yet? Okay, guys, I got to clean these windows. I never expected to talk till 12 o'clock. But that was all good information to share. Well, I noticed you worked off block, and I thought I'm going to try it. Well, I'm happy you had good luck with it. And I hope you continue to have good luck with it. It's just, the money's just not there, folks. Oh, I got to throw away that food. I want to do it now so tomorrow I don't have to do it. We're still in the 90s here. Yeah, it's horrible here. Huh? I hear you. Well, I'm happy it worked out for you off block. That's great. If you don't try it, you don't know. You know? So, guys, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to miss these late nights. That's for sure. Thanks for joining in. I'm gonna have to end it. I'm sorry, guys, but I really just want to spend like 10-15 minutes, and I did make a pit stop at Walgreens. I got, glass cleaner and paper towels. See you, J-Dub. Thanks for joining in. Thank you, everyone. You guys, if you gotta work, I hope you make a lot of money. Let's hope all these gig apps, jobs, for the next generation to come in. Let's see what happens for them. I'm still going to follow it, even when I don't do it all the time. See you, Seashell. See you, fancy lady. I'm still going to follow it. I'm very curious to see where this industry is headed. All right, guys. Have a good one, everyone. See you later. I'll be watching your videos during the week. See you sometime during the week. Have a good one. Bye, guys.